Down in the place to be. Forget your cares anymore, most definitely.
What goes on, guys? Today we're going to be taking a look at the brand new, I don't even know who made this, Well Played Toys, Lost in Space, Will Robinson, and the Robot. I've only seen like 1 or 2 episodes of this, to be honest, but I got to get back into it. I didn't even know this was a thing. This is pretty damn cool looking. Well, half of it is anyway. I didn't see anybody else talking about this, so I definitely wanted to get a review out there for you guys. So no spoilers for the show in the comments, first of all, and second of all, don't ask for any information about the show because I've only seen a little bit of it. But from what I have seen, I do like it. So Lost in Space, we'll go ahead and take a look at the packaging here. Bear with me on the sides here, but the packaging is long and thin. Pause, but apparently, if you look on the back of the box here, they're making a lot of figures from this. But based on how the figure of the human looks in this, no, I will not be getting those unless I watch the rest of the show and I really, really love all the characters and I have no other choice. But yeah, they're not looking too hot, so I will not be getting those. But otherwise, the packaging is cool. There's the barcode on the bottom. I found this at Walmart, just kind of looking in the electronics section. But I've been dying to get this open and see this because I've never seen anybody here or talk about these kinds of figures. So without further ado, let's go ahead and pop this guy open. Okay, so getting these figures out of the packaging. They're not very good. One's okay, but one's one of the worst figures I think I've handled in a long time. So let's get the poo-poo out of the way. Obviously, this is a pretty bad figure. It's very plasticky. Maybe a shot of dull coat or a matte finish would make this look better in that regard, but that head sculpt is a joke. That is awful. That looks nothing like the actor. I forget his name, but he's been in a lot. He was the voice of Luca, I believe, and he played Augie in Wonder, I believe. He's a good actor for his age, but that looks absolutely nothing like him. Holy crap. That is really bad head sculpt. And then the sculpt is really soft. None of the details are sculpted other than like these pockets here and then the little thing on his arm, this communicator. You get the emblem on the shoulder, which is just tampoed on, but it's not tampoed on in the right spot. You can see that it's just not making the mark. The paint is really dull. And then you get these weird metal pins in the knees, but only on the top. Very strange. Very, very strange. No paint on the boots and no peg holes. So, yeah. There's no accessories to speak of neither for either one of them. But yeah, that's pretty rough. That's rough. In terms of articulation, the head doesn't look up too far. It's okay, and then it rotates. Absolutely no pivot. It's definitely on just a straight peg. Shoulders go up a little past horizontal or just about. When you sway the arms around, it has to go this way, so it goes out. You can't even get his arm in front of him because they sculpted the shoulder pads in this hard plastic to go over. That's terrible. You get a single jointed elbow that does rotate and then the wrist swivel and hinge just a little bit. So I guess you can manage with that, but surprisingly the diaphragm joint's pretty damn good. So it looks ugly, but you do get pretty good range of movement. He'll crunch forward, he'll arc back. It just looks bad, but it does move good. Hips, forget about it. That's as far as you're going. That's as far as he's kicking. That's as far as he's going. No rotation. That's bad. That's really bad. You get double jointed knees that are super ugly. And again, I don't know why it's pinless on the bottom, but then like the metal bar in there. The ankles go up, down, and they do pivot. It's a horrible hinge, and without any rotation, they're ultimately useless. This side doesn't even like go. Did I get it? Or did it break? No, yeah, it's pretty pathetic actually how bad this is. This is going right in the fodder bin. I don't even want this, to be honest with you. I do want the robot. The robot's pretty cool, but this is bad. Maybe top 10 worst of the year. It's really bad. And what's not necessarily good, but not nearly as bad, is the robot. I do like that they painted this the way that they did. The black wash really complements the figure very well and brings out a lot of the good sculpted detail. Also, the head's pretty cool how they put glitter in there, though you can feel the glitter. Like, I don't know. I kind of wish it was like a glass dome on the front of it, just to make it look a little bit cooler, like a lens. Plus, I thought it was supposed to be orange. I don't remember, but I don't really like that it's blue. I kind of wish it was orange to kind of like counteract the rest of the blue on the body. But the sculpt is really good, and there's parts where it is painted orange, like kind of like a rusty color almost, like on some of these buttons here. And you do get to see, I like when you can see like holes through the figures. So like in his forearm, there's a like a hole through there, kind of like Marvel Legends Zombie Cap. Yeah, the sculpt is pretty damn good for the most part. I mean, his proportions are pretty accurate from what I remember. Again, I have not seen the whole show. I'm going to finish it soon, but there's so much to watch right now in so little time. But he's cool looking in that regard. Again, no accessories or anything, but I really do like the way that they did the paint on him. I think the black wash it's just crazy because he looks relatively good quality, whereas whatever. But I hate when they do licensing like on the butt. It's so annoying. So annoying. Apparently this came out in 2021. Is that true? 2021? I thought these were brand new. I've never seen or heard anybody talk about these. I don't know. I could be wrong, but let me know. But as far as articulation goes, the head it's on a hinge, like a straight hinge, which I've never really seen. And then you do get slight rotation, just about that much. So it's enough, I guess. His shoulders will rotate all the way around, but they're only going to go outwards about that far. I'll give them some leeway. This collar piece combined with this shoulder pad is a little hard to do, so I get that. You get a single jointed elbow that only gets just about 90, maybe a little bit less, and then that rotates, and then the wrists and hinge and swivel works good. Sorry. Diaphragm joint on him also works. Oh, what? Oh, I hate that. It's like spring-loaded. So he'll crunch forward. That's about it, actually. He'll rotate, but then he's got the range, but then it brings it back. I hate that. That is one of the worst things about action figures. That I don't know why companies do that. But, man, that's aggravating. He's gone that far. They'll go down. He'll kick forward pretty decently. Back, not at all. He's got some rotation, but just because it pivots on the ball, there's no cut. Again, with the metal bar on the top and then nothing on the bottom, but his knees look a lot better, so they only get about that much, but they work a lot better. So double jointed knees, and then the ankles just hinge, no pivot whatsoever. So just a hinge, which kind of sucks. But, I mean, he stands okay. Again, nothing crazy, and sometimes it's hard to get him in poses, but I don't think he's super acrobatic. So, I don't know. I think that it's okay, but I hate when figures don't have ankle pivot. It's essential. It's essential to the figure. So, in terms of scaling, here they are next to the NECA Toys Kong. Sorry, I just whacked my camera with my monkey. And then the Jazzwares Fortnite Series Peely. I'm going to say that these are 6-inch scale. So that's them. And then looking at another scale on another line, 7-inch scale for McFarlane, and then 6-inch scale for Darwin. So I guess they could work in each. Again, I don't really know how big the robot's supposed to be. And then to cap it off, here is Marvel Legends Zombie Cap compared to him. So the robot's big, the kid's small. Exactly what you'd expect. So if you couldn't already tell by my reaction to this video, these are not the best figures. I think the robot is okay. Like, he's pretty cool, and he's got some things that I really do like. I really do like the black wash on him, and I think the glitter is something I've never seen on a figure before, so very interesting, very new and different. But the kid, Will, he's really, really not doing it for me. It's really bad, actually. Laughably bad. But anyway, at a price point, I think it was around $45, $50, something like that, which I kind of thought there would be better. I can't go higher than like a 4, Yeah, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 10 just because the robot does save it a little bit. But don't get this unless it's on clearance or you're a huge fan of the show. I'm going to look up, once I'm done this video, see if I can find any of the other figures and see how much they're going for. If this is an old release, a new release. I've just never seen it before. So sorry if I'm saying brand new when it's not. Let me know. But happy to have the character of the robot on the shelf. But really, it's something to wait for if you can. So with that being said, I believe that's all I got for today. So if you're not already, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Also, be sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I post a lot over there and have a lot of fun, so I'm sure you all will too. But as always, let me know. You copping? See you guys in the next one. Peace.